It is Sunday, October 26th here at the West End Gun Club. It is 6:20 right now, still dark. Sunrise is until 7. You know, the days are getting shorter and we're still in daylight savings time, so that's why sunrise is so late in the morning. However, we will be rolling back our clocks to standard time finally next weekend on the 2nd, so we will have a short reprieve from these late sunrises. But there's really not much to do because you got shorter days, so it's just shorter amount of sunlight, but at least we won't be pushing our sunrises to 8 o'clock had we stayed in daylight savings time in like December or January. Anyway, got all the targets set up except for one. I need to go double check to see where the center of the two 100 targets will be because it's too dark out there and the rain's washed away my markings for where the target points will be. Also, I forgot a bench rest target, the ARA bench rest targets, which we use for, or at least I put out there for the zeroing. So I'm going to have to reuse one of the old ones and put a bunch of pacers on it. Hopefully that'll work. And I forgot a tripod. So this is my TFCT 3.4, but I forgot to bring my, what is it? Too many acronyms here. The TVC 22i, which is what I use for just for the, whenever the course of fire allots for one. And this is my spotting one. This is what I use for glassing. But I'll just ask to see if any one of the attendees is not using a tripod. We'll just set it up on the tough firing point. Otherwise, worst case, we'll just use this. But forgot two things this morning. Forgot extra zeroing targets and my tripod. And I think I brought everything else. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just wait for a little bit of daylight, and then I'll just get my paperwork ready to go, and then hopefully we'll be ready to start this match this morning. I know I'm just feeling a little bit I don't know, lazy, but I'm just tired. Work stuff going on. I got work to do tonight because there's a change I have to execute Sunday night, so it takes effect for Monday. So just lots of stuff going on. I don't know. Just my headspace right now is just not really thinking about shooting too much. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the rest of the match logistics ready to go for when people arrive. Did I not call your name? Should have only a 19, so. Again, did I not call your name? All right, everybody's here. Welcome to the October 2025 NRL22 match. Hopefully everyone had a good week this past week and are looking forward to at least getting some time away from work to shoot some rounds.
My daughter. Stand by.
Impact. 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 4, 2. Impact. 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 Okay, cool. Impact. Mag change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Impact. Impact.
That was impact?
Yeah. Impact.
The smallest one?
Wasn't very stable.
I was gonna say, you want to get the bottom rung.
Yeah,
Please.
it's very stable.
Wait a minute. 57? You're quick, man. 57, 87?
Yeah, see, that was insane.
Smoking, yeah.
Yeah, he beat me on time, though.
Yeah.
I should have got at least a 70.
You missed two.
Impact.
Am I up?
I shot the wrong target.
Oh, that's fine. Impact. Well, I was looking at the bottom and it moved.
Stand by.
Impact.
Height just because I put the new extensions on. Oh, yeah.
Impact.
Did you miss the small one?
Yeah.
With the guys at the Nationals, they just
Impact.
velocity throughout the day. They'll go on the Kestrel and
Impact.
And by the afternoon, when it gets to like 80 degrees, they'll adjust it to like 10, 70 or 10. Like that's what all the pro guys are doing. So I've been trying to keep that. I didn't change it, but I changed it there, you know?
But if you adjust on the Kestrel, just
Impact.
oh no, the velocity.
The velocity, yeah. So that's what all the pros are doing.
Impact.
So it's a good thing to keep in mind. So what I did was I went on my Kestrel and I
Impact. Impact. Mag change. Yeah, that was that. Impact.
Go second back? Yeah, they're all talking.
Impact.
Would have been a clean if I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
One down.
It happens.
Yeah, you hit the small first, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew it when
I saw it hit it, but I wasn't thinking about the.
I realized
large
it when
small.
I did it, so.
Bye.
Impact. Impact.
Anchor. I'll use that.
Impact. 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 Impact.
Oh, to the left. Drop two. That was stupid. I rushed it. 1 second here on the dry fire one. Should have just shot like this, to be honest. I should not have used my leg. Down a cleaner shot.
Spotter ready.
Yes, sir.
I was talking
Stand by.
Payroll space?
Payroll space.
Engaging brakes.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, you have to be in the army.
Impact.
Yeah, with us, no, Impact.
And I sailed that one to the right. I pulled it. Saw it go.
And down in San Diego,
Parallax here.
sit ready. Bye.
Impact. Impact.
Yeah, I started off here. Impact.
We got Andres, David, John, myself.
Impact. Impact.
Impact.
Impact.
Impact.
Impact.
Damn, really? That long?
Impact. Impact.
Find the tree, left of the tree.
Impact.
Off of every two.
You ready?
Impact.
Drop one.
Stand by.
Impact. Impact.
I wish they would stop swinging.
Impact. 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 That's when you just aim at the middle.
I should have ran a smaller back.
Impact.
It's alright.
Impact. 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 667, dude.
They're all this stuff.
Did you look at your level one? It was green the whole time. I did too, but it was green the
There you
whole time.
go, this time of year.
I was just prone.
I'm throwing.
Oh yeah, I told you. What the company name? Somebody.
I forget the name, but they're from Idaho. But they're legit. If you need it.
If you need it. Freedom week, man.
Yeah, it's been up on the right. I was shooting 200 yards. Shooting like 2 hours. Because I kept like
Damn. Didn't get it off.
Looking at property.
Nope. Didn't get it off.
Did you get a, how much of a bracelet?
0.3. Even then, if I can hear the timer and I pull the trigger, didn't count.
So we don't count it as nothing. We just leave it as. Yeah. Okay.
First base division, 15th place overall though, with a 393.46 is Marvin Cabrera. Marvin! Oh, Marvin. First base division. Thanks, man. First semi-auto division, 10th place overall with a 42619 is Ben Brown.
Get your hug with.
You go, man.
Thought I'd get a clap.
If you don't want it, we'll shoot it next month.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like shooting out channel.
Well, at least I got something to shoot in my ass.
All right, let's do top 5. Top 5, good shooting, guys. Everyone's over 500. 5th place overall, 4th open division with a 512.57 is Andy Yu. 4th place overall with a 516.21, so won by tiebreakers on 5th. 516.21, 4th place overall. 3rd open division is Wayne Sang.
I don't have an award for old guns, but third place overall, first old guns with a 533.57 good shooting is Chris Philp. So 533.57 for third place. Second place overall, second open division with a 534.67. 534.67 is Cesar Maduro. First place overall, first open division with a 543.87. Is that a clean?
Yeah.
Yeah, 543.87 is Adrian Garciga. Good shooting, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All done with the Courts of Fire. We finished around 11:20 or so. It's 12 o'clock. Just shooting the breeze with people before they left, and I am now just getting all the targets squared away for the November Courts of Fire. November Courts of Fire was published yesterday, so I'm just moving all the targets around to be on their respective hangers, and then making sure we got all this stuff ready for the next match, or actually for the run-through. I'm going to try to do the run-through this week, so I'll be out here again. So just get it ready so I don't have to do it that morning. That being said, today's match, we had 19 competitors, a few walk-ons. Scores are pretty good. We had 4 people in the 500s or 50 shot or 50 impact scoring. So top 5 was like 50 or better out of 54. I did terrible. I dropped 6 overall. Cleaned my first stage. The second stage, I dropped the very first round. I shot the wrong target. I knew it the second I pulled the trigger. I was like, oh crap, wrong target. Then went downhill from there. I dropped rounds across the board. I think the rooftop I dropped like 2 or 3. The KYL dropped 3. So, it is what it is. Just wasn't really there mentally as far as making sure. Like, I thought I was going to do okay, but didn't think I was going to tank it. I know a lot of people think, hey, 47 out of 54 is not terrible, but I mean, you dropped 7 rounds, so should be doing better. It's just, things are going on. I'm trying to run the match, get everything squared away, and also trying to shoot. Sometimes you're just not really focused. So, anyway, gonna go ahead and clean this stuff up, and then I guess I'll show you one other thing before we wind down this range vlog. Let me organize these targets, and I'll show you something that I got recently. You may not know about if you don't follow my Instagram. I figure I'll take a few moments here to show this to you. These are my Vectronix Vector X 10x42s, and the reason why they look kind of weird to you, or they might look kind of weird to you, is because I have these extenders on. These are the range enhancers. These are made by Vectronix. They're 1.4x magnifiers. They call them range enhancers, but they're essentially magnifiers. You just thread them on to the internal threads of the Vector X's to get you 1.4x magnification. So what makes it easy for people, as far as math is concerned, with a 10x42 multiplied by 1.4, that's 14. So basically, this becomes a 14x42, effectively. These actually were released when the Vector X binoculars were released. However, it took them another year to actually start shipping them again, because the initial run had some issues. I don't know, I'm not in the know as far as what the exact problems were, as far as what the root causes were, but the main problem that people were seeing was that when you tried to get a range with the laser rangefinder with the range enhancers installed, you could not get a reading, a measurement of the distance. Obviously, that's a huge problem for a laser rangefinding binocular. So, it is my understanding that they just basically stopped shipping these things for quite some time until they figured out all the bugs. And these have finally started shipping to the United States as of a week or 2 ago. And I got these from CS Tactical. I also got my Vector X binoculars from CS Tactical, but CS Tactical reached out to me and said, hey, are you interested, because they just got them in. I'm saying, you know what? I honestly was not going to buy them. I even said that in my initial review of these. I didn't plan on buying them, although I did want to try them out. And so I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and try these out and see how they go as far as the range enhancers go. So I did acquire them, and basically I've done some initial testing with them, and there are no issues with getting a range from them, measurement as far as distance. I did test it against foliage, and it does range past, certain trees and whatnot to get to a certain object. So it does get readings like about, 100% of the time so far. I haven't had a failed reading with the range enhancers on. As far as the as far as the optical clarity is concerned, I haven't seen a drop off on any optical clarity that I notice. So far, that's substantial. I think the best way to even gauge this will be a comparison against the NL Pures, which I do have. These are the 14x52s, and I won't get too deep into a review right now or a comparison because there's a lot to talk about if you're going to compare these, 10x42s with 1.4 magnifiers against an actual 14 binocular, how they compare. But I'll talk about that later because that's going to be a whole other video. Anyway, just wanted to show those off. These are the range enhancers from Vectronix, Vectronix. If you're interested in the Vectronix, Vectronix products, either the binos or the range enhancers, check out CS Tactical. All packed up, about to roll out. A couple people came up on the rimfire range, wanted to use it, and I said, hey, the match is over, it's free to use. So I went ahead and gonna want to vacate so they can have the place all to themselves. I was gonna stick around till 2 to try to use the upper range, but it's 12:50 right now. I don't know if I want to stick around for an hour or so, and it takes a while to get the shotgun area cleaned up. So I'll just go ahead and, probably wait till another time to try the upper range because I have not shot up there yet. Anyway, hopefully gonna have some reviews and stuff written up still. I'm still trying to get my 7PRC build review done, but if you saw my recent range vlog where I was having some zero issues or it's like possibly a bad scope or something, I want to go test that first before I publish my article to see what's up with that. And then trying to get a review of the NL Pure 14x52. It's not really a review, but more of just an overview type article and video. I recorded something, but I think I want to re-record it. And now I'm going to try to have something for the Vectronixes with the range enhancers. Have a little discussion of those. But lots of stuff to write, lots of stuff to record. Just haven't had time, and partly didn't have not really strong motivation right now because I just got so many other things as far as my personal life, my work life, that are just taking away from my shooting and my shooting related stuff. So it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for today, Sunday, October 26th here at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next vlog, and I'll see you at our next match.